Ever wondered where all your money goes each month? It's a question that often leaves us scratching our heads, isn't it? Well, the answer lies in understanding our financial situation. Getting a clear picture of your financial state is like taking a snapshot of your financial health. It's about recognizing where your money comes from and where it goes. The first step in this process is to calculate your total monthly income. This includes your salary, any side gigs you might have, and any other sources of income. Once you've figured out the inflow, it's time to look at the outflow. Start by listing all your expenses. These are divided into two categories: fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are those that remain the same every month, like your rent or mortgage, utilities, and insurance premiums. Variable expenses, on the other hand, fluctuate month by month. These include things like groceries, entertainment, eating out, and shopping. Now, this part is crucial: honesty. Be honest with yourself about how much you're spending. It's easy to underestimate how much a daily coffee or a monthly subscription can add up. But remember, those little expenses are often the ones that sneak up on us and throw our budget off course. Also, it's important to note that not all expenses are monthly. Some expenses come around annually, semi-annually, or quarterly. Things like insurance premiums, home maintenance, or holiday spending. These are often large amounts, so it's a good idea to break them down into monthly amounts and include them in your monthly expenses. Finally, subtract your total expenses from your total income. This gives you a clear picture of whether you're living within your means, barely scraping by, or living beyond your means. It's a reality check that can be a bit harsh, but it's necessary. So, why is this step so important? Well, understanding your current financial situation is the foundation for creating a realistic and effective budget. It's the starting point for taking control of your finances and working towards financial stability. Knowing where you stand financially paves the way for effective budgeting. It's the first step in a journey towards financial freedom and success. So let's take that first step together. What are your financial aspirations? This is a question you ought to ask yourself. It's crucial to establish both short-term and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals could be saving for a new phone, a vacation, or paying off a credit card debt. These can usually be achieved in less than a year. Long-term goals, on the other hand, require more time and patience. It could be saving for a down payment on a house, planning for retirement, or setting up an education fund for your children. These might take several years to accomplish. Having clear and specific goals will help you prioritize your spending and stay motivated. It's like having a compass that guides your financial decisions, ensuring your money is being used wisely and purposefully. So take some time to reflect on what you want your money to do for you. Remember, a budget without a goal is like a ship without a destination. Let's break down your expenses. To effectively manage your money, it's crucial to understand where it's going. Categorizing your expenses is an excellent way to achieve this. Start by dividing your costs into broad categories. Consider the essentials first: housing, transportation, food. These are the non-negotiables, the areas where you'll definitely be spending money each month. Next, consider your discretionary expenses. This might be entertainment, dining out, hobbies, or shopping. These are areas where you might have a bit more flexibility in your spending. Don't forget about your savings. It's a category too, and it's an important one. Whether you're saving for an emergency fund, a vacation, or a down payment on a house, make sure to allocate a portion of your income towards your savings goals. By grouping your expenses, you can see where your money is going and identify potential areas for savings. With your expenses categorized, you've taken a significant step towards controlling your money. Now that we have our financial landscape, let's paint our financial future. Creating a realistic budget is like building a house. You need a solid foundation, the right materials, and a clear blueprint. So let's start with the foundation: your income. This is the total amount you earn from all sources every month. Next, we have the materials, your expenses. These are all the things you spend money on, from rent and groceries to entertainment and savings. Remember, each expense should have a purpose. Just like you wouldn't build a house with unnecessary materials, you shouldn't clutter your budget with unnecessary expenses. Now, let's draw the blueprint. Your financial goals. These are the things you want to achieve with your money. Perhaps you want to pay off your student loans, save for a new car, or start a retirement fund. Whatever your goals, they should guide your budgeting process. Once we have our foundation, our materials, and our blueprint, it's time to start building. Allocate a specific amount of your income to each expense category. This is where the magic happens. By assigning each dollar a job, you're taking control of your money and directing it towards the things that matter most to you. But what if the numbers don't add up? What if your expenses exceed your income? Well then, it's time to make some tough decisions. You might need to cut back on non-essential expenses, find ways to increase your income, or reevaluate your financial goals. Remember, a budget isn't a prison. It's a tool that gives you the freedom to make informed financial decisions. It's a way to ensure that your money is working for you, not against you. So, don't be afraid to tweak, adjust, and refine your budget until it fits your lifestyle and helps you achieve your financial goals. And that's it, you've just drafted your budget. You've taken a major step towards financial freedom and success. But remember, a budget is only as good as your commitment to it. So, stick with it, track your progress, and watch your financial future take shape. A well-planned budget is your roadmap to financial success. The key to staying on budget, keeping tabs on your spending. You see, it's one thing to create a budget, but it's another to stick to it. And the secret ingredient? Regular monitoring of your spending habits. Imagine your budget as a roadmap. You've planned your journey meticulously, but unless you frequently check your GPS to ensure you're on the right path, you might find yourself lost. The same holds true for your financial journey. Without keeping a close eye on your expenses, you could drift off your budgetary path before you even realize it. So, how do you stay on track? Well, the good news is, you don't need to keep every single receipt or jot down every penny you spend. We live in a digital age where technology can do the heavy lifting for us. There are countless budgeting apps available that can help you track your spending effortlessly. These apps can categorize your expenses, alert you when you're nearing your budget limit, and even offer insights into your spending patterns. Perhaps you're more of a spreadsheet person, that works too. A simple spreadsheet can work wonders in helping you visualize your spending. You can customize it to suit your needs, and most importantly, it puts you in the driver's seat of your financial journey. Regularly monitoring your spending will help you identify any areas where you might be overspending. Did you spend a little too much on dining out last month? Or maybe those online shopping sprees are adding up? By tracking your spending, you can identify these patterns and make necessary adjustments to stay within your budget. Consider this tracking process as your financial checkup. It's an opportunity for you to reassess your spending habits, make informed decisions, and ensure you're moving in the right direction towards your financial goals. Remember, what gets measured, gets managed. By keeping a watchful eye on your spending, you're not just managing your money, you're mastering it. So, embrace the power of tracking your spending and take control of your financial journey. Your budget isn't set in stone. Remember that. It's more like a living, breathing entity that's meant to change and evolve with you. That's why it's crucial to review and adjust it periodically. This isn't just about keeping your numbers up to date. It's about assessing your progress towards your financial goals and making sure your budget still aligns with them. Checking in on your budget once a month is a good place to start. This allows you to catch any potential issues early and nip them in the bud. Did you overspend on dining out this month? Did you have an unexpected medical expense, or perhaps a surprise bonus at work? These fluctuations are perfectly normal, they're a part of life. But by reviewing your budget regularly, you can account for them and adjust accordingly. When reviewing your budget first, compare your actual income and expenses with your budgeted amounts. If you notice significant differences, try to understand why. Maybe you underestimated the cost of groceries. Or perhaps your utility bill was higher than expected. Once you've identified the reason, adjust your budget to reflect these changes. Next, evaluate your progress towards your financial goals. Are you saving enough each month for that dream vacation? Are you making headway on your student loans? If not, you may need to adjust your budget to allocate more funds towards these goals. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about making informed decisions and prioritizing your spending. Finally, consider any changes in your financial situation. Maybe you got a raise or lost a source of income. Maybe your living situation changed. These changes can have a significant impact on your budget, and you'll need to adjust your income and expenses accordingly. In the end, remember this: a flexible budget is a sustainable budget. Keep reviewing, keep adjusting. Your budget is a tool to help you, not a straitjacket to confine you. So, let it evolve with you, and watch as it helps you move closer to your financial goals.